Hey guys, what's going on? My name is John, and today, as the title suggests, we're doing Superheavy Samurai. They received a lot of support, a lot of good support this time in the latest set, so hey, let's make a deck profile of it. I've been playing with it for a while, for like a week. Really good deck. Not as consistent as you think it would be. So let's start. 3 scales. You gotta play 3, it's a Wolf Bark Cyber Dragon thing. Bring back a guy from the graveyard. Make an Exceed, make Synchro, whatever you want. Really good. 3 Blue Baller. I don't play the level 3 guy, the Swordsman, because the Swordsman sucks. Anyone who plays the Swordsman probably loses a lot with the deck because, oh, just because you can run it doesn't mean you should. That's all I'm saying. Don't play the level 3 red guy. Don't play the other level 4 guy that switches them on to defense because why would you have your stuff in attack? Blue Brawler, really good, 2k wall, can't be destroyed by battle. Something to sit on while you draw your other cards. Play 3 Trumpeteer. Yeah. Finally got 3. 3 Trumpeteer is really good because he's a Burning Abyss thing where you can special if you have no spells and traps in your graveyard. So you can have him on the field, just not in the grave. So yeah, Trumpeteer is really good because if you tribute him for the tribute summon of a super heavy, just special summon this guy again. You know, you have 2 in your hand and you have a Benkei, just tribute them, bring him back, and make the level 10. And we play 3 Flutist because Flutist is absolute nuts. Even though he says you can tribute him for the tribute summon of a super heavy samurai, we all know this guy is supposed to say tribute this card, special summon a super heavy samurai Benkei from your hand, because why the hell would you special summon any other guy? And speaking of Benkei, we do run 3 of him in his super rare Astral Pack Glory. I've seen people only run 2. Don't run 2 Benkeis. Whatever anybody says, don't run 2 Benkei. If you draw a Benkei, you should be happy, because there he is. Out of 35 monsters, you managed to draw the Benkei. So that's all I'm saying. This card's not a bad draw. This card is, in fact, really, is probably a mediocre draw. Not the worst, but certainly not the best. We play 3 Soul Piercer. This is the guy that makes your stuff pierce. No attack boost, sadly, or defense boost. No defense boost, sadly. But he pierces, as his name suggests, and he floats in the aspect that if he leaves the field by any means necessary, you can search for a super heavy from your deck. So, by any means. So if you end up summoning Scales, bringing this guy back, and then special summoning the tuner from your hand, and then making Susanoo, or the big guy, the bigger guy, I should say, you can search for other super heavy samurai cards. Hell, you can even search for the Soulbank Cannon, the one that makes, it's a reverse thing. I might as well show you. You can search for this guy. You can search for these 3 with Soul Piercer because, yeah, this is a reverse Axe of Despair because it gives you 1000 defense. And I haven't been able to use the second effect because the second effect is that if he's in the graveyard, you can banish him, negate whatever activated in the battle phase. So if you attack, they Wing Blast, banish this guy, negate, destroy it. And if you do, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible. It's a mandatory effect. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be yours. Just as many as possible. Maybe a lot of them. I don't know. Maybe my own monsters as well. But hey, it said minimum 1, so yeah. And both players take 1000. So either way, I'm getting rid of their monster by this guy. 3 Soulfire Suit. I don't play the wall. I don't play the beads. I don't play the stupid purple armor because those cards aren't really good at the moment. I mean, Soul Beads, it's alright, but they gotta be destroyed. Which is why I don't like this card. They gotta be this. It stops from being destroyed. But a lot of stuff this format, I don't know if you could say that, doesn't destroy. It's all spinning and shuffling. Okay, so this card isn't really favorable in that aspect. But since it does modify defense to a super heavy, they lose 800. You can activate this in damage step. So if you attack, they honest, Bujingi crate or anything, just discard this. They say what, and you say, oh, it modifies attack and defense. Really good. So that's it for the super heavy monsters. Just pile these cards here. Because we don't play any spells and only like 5 traps, we have to play a lot of hand traps in the form of 3 Swift Scarecrow. Anyone who plays the train, stop. Stop. Don't play the train. Play 3 Swift Scarecrows. Because, I mean, yeah, you get the train on the field. It can't be destroyed by battle. But I would just go Swift Scarecrow and the battle phase altogether. And, yeah, really good. Oh, these are Astral Pack Supers. So, I gotta run them. 2 Veilers. Gotta play Veiler. You don't run Fiendish Chain because it goes to the graveyard, but you do run Breakthrough Skill because it banishes itself. But Veiler is good because it you're never gonna have Breakthrough Skill in hand, so you might have a Veiler, and it stops Burning Abyss right in their tracks. They go Tour Guide, you drop a Veiler, they set 2 end return. Now, or if you have a Maxi in your hand, that's what I did there, and you Maxi their Tour Guide, all they're going to do is Dante Mill 3 set 2 end return because they don't want you to plus. And since we don't play a lot of defensive cards, we gotta play the Gores. And Gores is... I like him, but it's like, I gotta have no cards on the field. So not only do I gotta play no spells or traps to use, like, 2 cards, I gotta have no cards on the field to use this 1 card. So yeah, pretty difficult to run this deck, but I like Gores, because Gores, they don't... People will expect a Gores, but they're going to be scared if you try to bluff a Gores. So I managed to stall it out until I got a Flutist and a Benkei because my opponent knew I had Gores. I don't know how they knew, but they were scared to attack. And lastly, we play one of's 1 Fortress. I don't like playing Gear Frame because why would I run Gear Frame to search for the only 1 Fortress I run? See what I did? 1 of this guy, really good. He's Monster Reborn, and you can bring it back for a 3k wall. And lastly, 1 Birdman, because Birdman is the main tuner for all our other synchros. This is going to be a synchro heavy deck. So yeah, Birdman's really good. That's it for all our monsters, and for our spells, here they are. Here are our spells. We don't play any. But we do play traps, 3 breakthrough skills, and 2 skill prisoner. Monster effect negation, because the format is literally all monster effects. I'll be damned if they actually use spells to do something to me. But yeah, break the skills right here. Break the skill negates. This stops them from being targeted. Really good. And not only monsters. Not only does this protect monsters, it protects cards. Albeit only 1 card. So if they're like, oh, I'm gonna just a la carte my own face down card, nah, you're gonna skill prisoner that shit. You're gonna use it. You'll see what I mean with that. And for the extra deck, we play Double Gear Gigan, whatever you say it. I say Big Gear Machine Guy. He's probably the main guy you would go for with scales. So it scales level 4 into Gear Gigant. To search for other stuff, you can search for the Flutist, you can search for a Super Heavy Soul, you can even search for the Tuner. So really good. And we play Rhapsody. It's a level 4, you can banish stuff. I like it a lot. 101, self-explanatory. Exciton, you're going to be behind a card advantage most of the time, so might as well run Exciton, right? 1 Dark Rebellion, I had one lying around. I noticed the recent price spike at the time of this video, but hey, really good if your opponent has too big of a monster to get over, or if they snatch steal your Benkei, you can just oh wait, fuck, this doesn't take defense. Wow, this card sucks. But if they have a ridiculously big monster that can still be affected by monsters, just yeah, this card gets over it pretty easily, actually. It's a good 25 beater. For the synchros, 1 Armades, because the tuner and the flutist make this guy. I was considering running Beast and Barkian, but it's like, I gotta mill, I gotta banish monsters, because, yeah, I run 35 of them. 1 Goyo, really good. I'm not sure if I mentioned this video yet, but Super Heavy Samurai are getting a level 6. I'll post a picture right here, put the effect right here. In the meantime, we're going to be using Goyo Guardian. So, yeah. This guy comes from Scales and level 2 Tuner. So, 1 card Goyo. 1 Black Rose, level 4, and the Birdman makes a Black Rose. 1 Beret, Birdman. It's all Birdman, these two. You can only make these two with Birdman. So yeah, Beret, Birdman, that stuff. 1 Scrap Dragon. I don't know, I have one lying around. The big guys. Double Susanoo. Or how retards pronounce it. Suswano. But yeah, it's Susanoo for all you freaking idiots. Susanoo, yeah, Susanoo, what he does is that if you control no spells or traps in your graveyard, Susanoo can take a spell trap from your opponent's grave. And this is why you have a decent matchup against Burning Abyss. Because Susanoo can take their Fire Lakes, whatever they have. You can take their Wing Blast for all you give a shit for. You can take their Brigekis, you can, if you're playing against Infernoids, you can take their Reasoning and mill Benkei and have them cry, and you can taste their delicious tears because you essentially, or they essentially just helped you out. We play 1 Leo because Birdman and Fortress make this, Birdman and Redox, or Benkei, and if you normal summon the tuner, you can make a Leo pretty damn easily. And again, pretty good Burning Abyss hate card. Lastly, 1 Star Eater. Birdman and Benkei make this card. So, yeah. I found a Star Eater, might as well use it, right? So yeah, now a little bit of afterthoughts. People tell me to run Denko Sekka, but the thing with Denko Sekka is it has to be normal summoned, and I don't like to run cards like that. Same thing with Marmony Captain. I don't want to run Marmony Captain in Denko Sekka because my normal summons in this deck actually do matter. And yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to run those guys. But as for the side deck, I'm considering running Monarchs in the side deck because you can stall pretty hard. You can just tribute whatever you have in the field, bring a Monarch out. So yeah, Monarchs, considering those in the side deck, yeah, just consider any Monarchs in the side deck. You can't side in spells or traps. Run a Grand Mole in the side deck. Why not? Run a 3rd Maxi and Veiler. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Once Konami releases cards that banish themselves, spells or traps that banish themselves, this deck would get pretty decent power spike from those cards. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. I'll probably post a duel with this deck in like the near 6 months or 7 months because that's how long it took me to upload another video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.